Hi everyone, I'm Inane Babbler and welcome back to RimWorld. Last episode, we spent a little bit of time trying to get to the bottom of what's going on with Happy. He is all gray. We think that he is dropping gray strips of flesh in various places in the base, and there's something really ominous going on with him. We also worked on the schedules of all of our colonists here, their priorities, destroyed a mech cluster, and we're getting our pen all sorted out. This episode, we're going to definitely get to the bottom of what's going on with Howie and continue to build the rest of our base out. Soon, and I don't know how long soon is, but soon, we'll be able to finish our kill box and then start to build our starship so that we can leave this planet. Okay, let's get to it. Kate is in the middle of talking to Howie. Let's bring in Tiffy just in case. Tiffy is going to be escorted by her militaries. All right, Kate left without any result here. So let's see. So still saying that there's a chance that the imposter goes unnoticed. Howie's being interrogated, so okay, so we also have a monument marker. We are going to make, let's see, we're going to make everything out of marble. We could actually kind of trade off a little bit here. We have some slate. Yeah, okay, so we have walls. Let's place all the walls. With marble. That's 355 marble. We currently have 573. Alright, let's do marble doors. How much is the door? 25. And what do we have? 6? Alright, so that's another 150. And 355. Okay, so okay, gotcha. We're not really able to do any more when it comes to marble. Okay. Maybe the tables inside we could do them out of wood. Save a little bit of material. That's fine. Columns we'll do out of slate. And we'll do slate there as well. Okay, that should do it. Whoa. Oh. Okay. So Crossley died 1.1 years ago. And I always wondered what happened to her. Because we didn't bury her. And it was during a battle, so I thought that maybe one of them was a cannibal and ate her or something like that. But no, she just was buried in one of these tombs here. And yeah, let's go ahead and bury her now. Looks like Lifter 3 is going to bury her. Combat supplier. A trade ship is passing nearby. Alright, let's, who's our social person? Remember. It's really Tiffy. Tiffy always likes to be on the radio. Alright, so in addition to what we're trying to accomplish when it comes to breaking Howie, we're also going to try to figure out to clean up the rest of our base, like I said. Alright, so how about this? What does it take to make an incendiary shell? 10 steel, 20 chem fuel. I should remember that, actually. What do we want to buy? Actually, really don't want to buy anything. I think I'm good. I could make all this if I really wanted to. So let's just leave it alone for now. Save our money. You know what? Maybe I'll grab some components just because. We would grab like 15. Oh, they only have 8. Okay, that's fine. You know what? This room, I bet, needs a column. A very large room. Minor break risk. So I know that a roof can go 6 tiles away from a wall. So I kind of made this a little bit too big. 1, 2, 3, 6. So maybe we just plop 2 columns in here. Just to make sure we're good. Let's see, what are our roofs looking like? It's fine here, though. That's what's weird. It can't be this. This one wall is taking care of all this in the center. Well, if that's the case, let's go ahead and just do a column instead. What's the center of this? 13, 7. Oh, there is no center, because it's 22. Go 9, maybe? Sure, that sounds great to me. We'll make the column out of, granite, why not? They really got to work on this monument. I gotta remember not to get mad at the constructoids because I did put them on the monument. I think I only have 2, right? I have 2 constructoids? Yeah. And nobody else really is on construction. So that's gonna kind of hurt the rest of our base, but that's fine. We'll be okay. I think. Alright. Can you talk to Howie yet, Kate? Nope. I mean, Howie just is enemies with everybody in this whole town. Need another lifter? I'm seeing some things just hanging out and they shouldn't be. I think we need another lifter. Daesh can make that when she wakes up. Oh, there's an Agrahan being gestated. That was Martin. Martin was doing that. I wonder how that's going to work, though, because Martin died. All of our pathways are going to be made out of limestone. I'm going to work on that a little bit this episode. Reclaim and clean up some of our things. Because again, we need to be really super efficient when we're going to be getting attacked pretty soon by raids and by everything else happening. And when we make the reactor, that's going to hurt too. Let's double check our pollution. Okay, that one's good. Where are they all? This one's useless. These two in here are useless. Okay. I did make enough over here. Let's see. How about that? Yep, that'll be good. Pretty good. Clean up all that pollution. Now, if you weren't here, maybe, I don't even know at this point, maybe 10 episodes ago, the reason we have so much pollution is we had all of our toxic waste packs right here. Actually, no, right here. And one of our raids, somebody set a cooler on fire, which set all the waste packs on fire. They all blew up. And our pollution was pretty much that. Pretty much that. And it's taken all this time to clean this up. But they don't really live around here, so we're okay. Okay. Yeah, we definitely need more lifters. We're lacking with lifters. Because I have a whole bunch of chunks down here that they should be hauling. Wow, this TV takes 450 watts of power. That's a lot. I'm getting rid of this TV. This takes 200. want to move all these speakers somewhere. A mad boomalope. Uh-oh. Just that one guy? Who can we send to take care of it? Oh, Daesh, you lost your weapon when you got knocked down. How about we give it back to you? Wasn't it this one? Heavy SMG? Yeah, there you go. Oh, here it comes. Are you gonna fall right into our trap? Let's see. That's gonna be great when it gets blown up and hurts everything here. Of course. I mean, honestly, they're not building it that slow. That's working. I wanted Balaki to be the one to mine. Okay. He also did it over here. In fact, I want to do it like this. Mining. The bed here. We did say it's 6 away from the wall, right? So, yeah, so this is plenty to make everything we need here. Alright, once this wall's done... Right? Once this wall's done, we can go ahead and get rid of this gate and fence. So it is working with Balaki that whenever I want something to be mined, he's on it. And he's really good at mining. I mean, he's like a level, what, 18? No, 14. Okay. So, like we were talking about, back to basics, right? We have, I'm deleting everything. We want to assign apparel policies. We have a standard outfit, which I believe just includes a cowboy hat. That makes everybody a little bit better, happier, I think. And then we have a duster, pants, a sash, and a t-shirt. That's kind of their everyday look. I don't know if this is good or not, but that's kind of what we're doing. I want to get to a point where they're actually going to run and grab their armor. I know I've been saying that for a long time. But like for example, Martin just got headshot, one shot. And if he was wearing a helmet, maybe he would have lived. Instead of a cowboy hat that I think he was wearing. So let's revisit this. We said t-shirt, we said duster, we said sash. Where's the sash? We said pants. And cowboy hat. And I want to make it that they do it until we have X. We count the equipped. And we want 10. So if they're wearing pants, we're good. But otherwise we want it to just be cloth or devil strand. And actually I think we said devil strand. Let's try devil strand. What is devil strand? Devil strand is 28 sharpness, 60% heat. Cloth is 7. Yeah, so like if they get caught off guard, I want them wearing devil strand. So let's make it all out of devil strand. That's the whole point of having devil strand. What does that mean? Only allowed ingredients. Well, of course only allowed ingredients. I just checked it off. We want to drop it on the floor. We want to pause it when satisfied. And if we drop below, we'll unpause at 8. And that way we make sure everybody can wear whatever they need to wear. Okay, great. I wish I could kind of like clone that, but I guess you can't. 10. Count equipped. Make it out of devil strand. Drop it on the floor. Sash. 10. Count equipped. Drop it on the floor. Devil strand. Pants. Same thing. Okay, cowboy hat. We gotta get serious. Gotta get serious on some of these things. We've been kind of loose with it, and it's impacting their moods. Okay. Now, let's clear everything that's forced. Do we want to do that? Yeah, let's clear everything that's forced. I don't care. Everybody wears the standard outfit. Now we have 2 researchers. Or 3, really. Kate, Laurel, and Daesh. So maybe we can make them have lab coats. But let's see. That's what we want to do. Okay. Lab coat, where is that? Right here. So lab coat increases research speed by 5%. It's not a lot, but it's enough to make it worthwhile. We're not really going to have very many researchers, so I think I'm good with having like 3 total. And if we drop below 1, or we drop below 2, then we'll get another one. Okay. I kind of want to prioritize maybe the duster because that's the most impactful. And sure, the lab coat also. Great. Is there anything else we need to make in here? I think we're good here. Let's copy it over. Wish there was a way to copy the whole thing. I'm sure there is with the mod, but I'm not running any mods at all. 0 mods. Just the DLCs. I have all the DLCs currently available, installed, or running. You know, partly if I would have known about them, I never really played. Look at the series name. It's Rimworld Noob. I have Anomaly, I have Royalty, Ideology, Biotech, all enabled. If I knew better before I started this, instead of having them all enabled, I probably would have turned off Ideology. It's very annoying. Unless everybody's the same ideologian, they're just constantly fighting or upset or whatever. Okay, so research finished. Rocket Swarm Launcher. Produce Rocket Swarm Launchers, single burst turrets, which can devastate a wide area at a key moment in battle. What's next to research, guys? Maybe a smoke pop? It will release a cloud of smoke obscuring incoming shots and preventing turrets from locking on. You know, I wonder if I had to like rush toward a turret, if that would be something that would be good. It's only 300 knowledge points, so let's go ahead and do it. The other one that I wouldn't have enabled would be Anomaly. I haven't really seen any benefit, but honestly I haven't really looked into it that much. You know, like, there are things that we can do, like Bliss Lobotomy. Perform a surgery that lobotomizes a person, making them happier while rendering them incapable of intellectual and skilled labor. So, like, if I just wanted somebody to haul things around and not have to worry about them breaking, I could totally just do that. But, yeah, I'm just not interested at all in the Anomaly. Alright, so we're good when it comes to this. Now we need to apply the apparel policies. Where is researcher? I named it. Yeah. So the researcher will wear a cowboy hat, but they'll also wear a lab coat. Should be down here. Yeah, there it is. So who are our people? Laurel, Kate, and Daesh. So they should all go change. Alright, did you break Howie yet? We have a lot of food right now. So I don't know, you know, Alley's all gray, and so they may be something called a metal horror. And so if you interrogate them, they'll come out. And so I don't know if we're supposed to keep interrogating or if we're supposed to do some sort of something else. Um, I mean, isn't there something that I can do, like an operation or something? Hmm. Let's release him. And then we're gonna do an operation, a surgical inspection. Howie has an extreme break risk, well I'll say. You were imprisoned. You have cabin fever. You're just a mess, Howie. Truly just a mess. We are going to do the surgical inspection. How about you rest in here? Now, who's going to actually do it? Well, we're going to bring all of our firepower. We know that already. Because I am concerned. Okay. See if he's going to kind of hang back. Kate's going to go there. The militaries are going to go here. I'm just pausing. Fluff, you're up. Okay, let's see what happens here. Because I have a very bad feeling about Howie. What do you guys think? Do you think Howie's infected with something? I think so. Okay, it's getting almost done. Surgical inspection results. Fluff performed an extensive surgical inspection of Howie. She says that she found no anomalies. However, a doctor may lie if it is in their own self-interest. What? Fluff? You wouldn't lie, Fluff. Why would they put that caveat? However, a doctor may lie if it is in their own self-interest. I don't like that sound of that. We can't do like another operation immediately, can we? Let's see. Like, it's probably not a good idea, but let's do it. Why can't I do the, I want to do the surgical inspection. You probably can't do it twice in a row, is probably my guess. Oh no, there you go. Yeah, you can right here. Now we're going to try Laurel. Surgical inspection results. Alright, well, we have 2 doctors that say they found no anomalies. Maybe we've misjudged Howie. Why are you so gray, Howie? I don't know. Maybe he's fine. I guess he's fine. Well, we're just gonna leave him alone for now. I don't know why he's gray. I kind of wonder if I should make the whole thing dandelion. We'll see. About a third of the way done. Great. Okay. It is much better when you just leave them alone, let them do their thing. Alright, we need a wall here. All these little mud flaps, or animal flaps, not mud flaps. Ah, that's much nicer looking. All that's going to get deconstructed. Now, what did I say I wanted to do? Remember, I wanted to put, we're having trouble with power. This should not be how we look in the middle of the day. Well, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, I guess. That's fine. I think we're going to take another solar generator. We'll put it in the sand. It's not going to hurt anything. And why play around? We'll just make 2. There you go. All right. Need to stop saying What's next? That's right. We want limestone pathways. Our pathways are limestone, not sandstone. Extreme break risk. What's up with Howie? He's just always in such a bad mood. Tiffany is going to counsel him. Oh, can't counsel anybody that's not waving greed. Okay. Next project to work on. This is a big one. It's going to be how are we storing our animal carcasses. Alright, Howie's fully healed. Sorry, Howie. I mean, we just thought that something was going on with you, so that's why we did an invasive procedure. So there must not be anything for him to do when it comes to construction. think I made him a 1 on purpose for that. That's fine. Alright. So we want to make a fridge and a spot for, let's see, slate. We'll use slate, that's fine. We have plenty of slate. We want the food in here. This is where the food's going to be, ultimately. And then we want to have a butchering area. I feel like this is the happy medium. They'll put a butchering area here. Somebody won't have to walk very far. That looks like the center to me. Let me double check. 23, so what's that, 12? Yep, great. Good guess. Yeah, that's a happy medium. That's fine. So slate. We're going to have a door. This gets us into the pen. Let's think about this. So the pen, this is where the animals are going to be. This is where the butchering spot and the fridge is going to be. Is that really what we're going to do? Let's see. So if we do something like this, let's call it like a that butcher table. Where's our butcher table? Production, I think. I don't think it matters what material you use for a butcher table. I don't think it matters at all. Let's make it a wooden butcher table. Want to be able to make kibble, remember. So where are the corpses going to go? Okay, do we want... I think we want them on this side. Yeah, this makes sense on this side. We'll make 3 coolers, even though we probably won't need 3. We'll make a slate door right in the center. This is basically the freezer. Now 3 coolers can, like this cooler has no issue. These 3 coolers have no issue. I have 2 on 26. Smoke pop packs have been researched. Build smoke pop packs. That's hard to say. Smoke pop packs, which allow the wearer to deploy a defensive smoke screen. Alright, how about, what do we want next? Crypto sleep casket. Go for it. As I was saying, these 3 coolers, I have 2 on 26 and 1 on 30 for temperature. And the 31 never goes on, really. That saves me a little bit of energy. I think I did the same thing over here with the waste packs. I have 2 on 30 and 3 on 26. That whole big area is totally fine. So this area is Looks to be 7 by what, 9? Yeah, 7 by 9. And so 3 works perfectly fine for 7 by 9. So this is going to be 5. So we could even go up to 12, because that would be 60. I don't think we're ever going to have that many corpses like that. So I'm going to make it 5 by 9. Oh, you definitely don't need to have these guys escorting you. Oh. Is this not done? Guys, you just had something deteriorate. This is outdoors. Why? No, 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 no. We need sandstone blocks. Oh, we had something deteriorate. Well, we'll fix it. Dias has been in a better mood ever since I made vegetarian meals. Alright, anyway. We are going to get to a point where we have a lot of chickens and all that kind of stuff, so I think that's fine. We'll do it like that. That's the freezer. That'll be the freezer. Great. Now, butchering is going to happen in this small room right here. And how do we want to work that? Because kibble is all they're going to be making here. Let's see. I'm going to drop that like that. It's only making kibble, so I'm not worried about it. Okay. So what's the goal here? The goal is I want... Oh, yeah, all this needs to go. All these dandelions and stuff need to go. That's fine. I just kind of want... I want hay. I want hay there. And the reason I want hay is because then right here we butcher, we drop on the floor the meat, then we have the hay, and we're able to go ahead and get to a good point here. Let's do slate door. So hay is here. They drop the meat, they grab the hay, they make the kibble, they drop the kibble. The kibble then gets transported by the lifters or whoever into this room right here. And also hay. The priority for the hay will be preferred. So the priority for the hay is preferred for here. We're going to call it hay for the barn. Whatever. And then this is going to be hay for kibble. So this is going to be important instead of preferred. So that means once this gets filled up, then they'll move to here and put hay here, but I want this to be filled. Which then means I need to figure out in here to put corpses and meat and stuff, but also leave some meat in here. How do I do that? I think how I do that is I have a small area. I have to just set some of the shelves in here to not take meat. That's fine. I could do that. So zone, stockpile zone. We're just going to say real quick, clear everything, corpses, animals. Yeah, I mean every animal corpse, except if they're rotten. I don't want rotten ones. So all fresh corpses, animal corpses only. Mechanoid corpses, nope, don't care about that. Okay, so we're good here. Animal carcasses. It's not really a carcass. Let's just say, we'll just say dead animals. All right, dead animals. All right, so dead animals are in here. We just need a couple of shelves worth of meat. So where do we make shelves? The furniture. Shelf. And maybe we just kind of start out by doing that and see if this works. So we put meat there. Yeah. Priority is preferred. Okay, that's good. Oh wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, here we go. Copy the settings. Paste the settings. Okay. So we really kind of want all the meat in here, to be honest. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Let's copy. Whoops. Let's do... Alright, so we have 4 spots for meat. We could make a small shelf for the same. Now, whoa, Psychic Soothe. Males will be in a better mood. Great. So the priority in this is normal. The priority here is preferred. Okay, so that should work whenever we're done here. Whenever we get this all built, that should work well. Okay. Our next challenge will be all of the eggs from the hens, because we're gonna have a lot of hens. How do we manage all that, and which ones get fertilized, which ones don't? What do I do with that? I have to figure that part out. How are our constructoids doing? Okay, so they're about, I'd say a good half. They're a good half done. I also feel like we're not making much forward progress when it comes to actually making people happier. Eating the grass. You know what I could do? I mean, is this fertile land? Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay. That makes things grow faster, so I certainly should be putting some dandelions there. I messed up there. I'll just shrink it. I want to be really efficient here. There. Oh, can't grow there over the graves. Dandelions. I know that makes him have to move a long way away, but I think it'll grow much faster. You know what I should explore doing, but I know I'm not going to, is keeping like an Agrahan that's just in here. I mean, there's a lot of places to go. I could make some pathways to speed up things. I probably should do that, honestly. Maybe I will do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that, but not right this second. Yes, you done? Come on. Howie doesn't seem very bitter, even though he's pretty invasive. So. We're still outdoors in here. Why? This right here. Gotta get it cleaned up, guys. That's really bad on my part. Really, really bad on my part. I let a Psy trainer, mass chaos skip. It went, it deteriorated because this was outdoors and nobody ever fixed it. Okay, we're now considered indoors and we're fine. I definitely need to figure out this medicine cabinet here. I made psychoid leaves and everything because I thought I was going to be able to sell them. I really don't sell them, though. What do we think? Let's get more efficient. Let's make a little wooden shelf. Put some medicine right in here. Why not? We'll make it a medicine. Just for medicine, nothing else. Call it medicine cabinet number 1. Or, yeah, medicine cabinet. I mean, I'm overthinking it. Medicine cabinet southwest. Doesn't make sense. Medicine cabinet hospital number 1. How about medicine cabinet number 1? There we go. That's great. Medicine cabinet 2. That'll clear up a lot of this. And then in this room, we'll make a wooden shelf for herbal medicine. All right. And then we're going to make What's wrong, Howie? This medicine area is definitely a little too small. But we'll be efficient about it. We'll be fine. Balakay started this fight with Fluff. Fluff has a crack in her pelvis and a bruise in her torso, but she's still standing. Balakay had to run right to bed. I think she's running to bed too. Okay. No, she's walking around. She bit him. Fluff bit Balakay and bruised him 3 times in the torso. Okay, back to the medicine chest, making things more efficient. We have 2 for herbal medicine. The reason why I'm making it just herbal medicine and not just making it like whatever is because I want to always make sure I have a certain amount in reserve and not fill it up with other things, and then the herbal medicine sits out. Like, see how it's sitting out right now? It's deteriorating because there's no room in this room for it. So I want to make this. Okay, fine. Let's make a wall lamp. Right there. So we're going to uninstall that one. Alright, great. I'm going to make this one for Glitter World Medicine. Great. Okay, that'll be enough for now. Yeah, anything else would be too disruptive, I think. I do think I want to move Smoke Leaf and Hops somewhere else. We gotta keep them frozen. But I just don't really care anymore about them, to be honest. Look at these Constructoids go. There must be one on the charger, I bet. Yeah, Let's see. Nope. Where is he? Oh, he's on his way. I guess he had to go do something. Run an errand for his mech family. I'll be glad once they're done with that monument, that's for sure. Okay, there's the pen marker. Kate's scratch scar has healed. Cause scarless. That was because her genes regrew? Is that really what happened? Oh, okay. Oh wait, we broke our own rule. Remember, if you get into a fight, then you have to have blood taken. There you go. You know, this Agrahand has been in here. It says 21 hours left this cycle. I think something's wrong with it. That's when Martin was making Agrahand. Let's just double check. 6 hours. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock. When it hits 8, we'll double check. Yeah, something's wrong with it. Daesh, can you like get rid of whatever's in there? Does that work like that? How do we do this? Oh, gestating. It says gestating. 21 hours. Quest available. Waste dump. Ooh. Oh, it's the other way around. Jaden, a Stellarch of the Exodus Empire, has a special request. He has produced an abundance of toxic waste packs that he does not wish to store. Tell me about it, Jaden. If you accept, Jaden will deliver 266 toxic waste packs by transport pod. Wow. In what universe would I ever accept this quest? What's 266? How much room do I have in here? I think it's 5 per tile. So we're talking 50 tiles. So like, in between that, I mean, I could fit them. It would take up a lot of space. I could fit them in here. Is the quest worth it? Mech Commander helmet. It adds +6 to my mech bandwidth. But I'm also in no way wanting to do that because once that gets deteriorated, I will then have a big issue. I'm going to pass on this one. And I'm also going to pass on having this person hide out. So I'm passing on both. Okay, we're building that to protect them. Oh, look, the hay's here already. That's funny. When they really need it here. That's okay. Alright, Constructoid. And Howie. I think they're going to get this done fairly quickly. So all these dandelions are... I can't let them in yet. Ambrosia sprout. I don't want them getting addicted to it. Something blew up. Of course, it's a fire. Oh, you know what I didn't make? I'm so glad I remembered. Who's gonna put out this fire, guys? Like, you're just gonna just watch it. Reg, thank you. Fire foam poppers, remember? So that way if there's a fire, it'll go out. When it detects fire, the safety device pops and sprays a fire retardant foam. See that? I feel like I need one like right by the door just in case. Just in case, like I could only, you know, what if this is all on fire and it's superheating? I can't have it here where they're gonna pass out. But I could put it here. You know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do them spaced out. I have no idea what the right spacing is. But we'll say that just to see how that feels. Remember, I need to make coolers in here, just in case they need a little bit of temperature control, in case there's something that comes up. So I'll make like 3 here. Hey, we're coming along. This is almost done. Pretty close. Good guys, come on. I want this pen done. That poor Lifter just dropped off 50 kibble. Cows eating it. Yeah, they're hungry. Alright, so far so good. We're really coming along. So for those of you that have watched in the past, why don't you pop down to the comments and let me know if you ever thought the base would be this large. What would you have done different? Or what do you like about it? She's making a bunch of dusters. Let's expand that. How you doing, Shah? You're probably about to die, Shah, is my assumption. Is it still that Shah just can't go in those small little areas? Yeah, she's not allowed to go in the kitchen, the freezer, the hospital, and we're now going to say she's not allowed to go in this freezer. We should include the doors because that'll just make it that it's harder for her to stay out of trouble. Shrink. No doors either. Because technically she could open the door then. There's no reason for her to do that. I guess I should include the walls too, right? Or not? I don't know. I kind of don't like that, but that's fine. Okay. Where else are you not allowed? This new area. Okay. So, Reg, let's double check what your priorities are supposed to be. Handling. So there's nothing to handle. So you're growing. Okay, I guess there's nothing to handle out here. You know what? I am gonna... This is temporary, but Reg... You know what? No, I'm not gonna force it, because I do this every time, and they wind up getting mad at me. I will prioritize, but I'm not going to change his work schedule. Look at that clean sweeper go. I probably need more hay, but we can leave it alone for now. We're missing blocks. Yeah, I want this wall finished. Good job. You know what? We're going to make a little shortcut. I'm not even sure if that's a good shortcut. I just don't want it to be that people use it as a shortcut to get to this area. I don't think they will. It's too many doors. So they go through like this door and then they walk instead of trying to cut through this door, then this, and opening it up to the freezer. Opening up the freezer to the elements. I'm going to shrink this zone because those chunks slow people down. Alright, now, while they're doing all that, let's build some of our pathways that we talked about. Limestone. Like this. Alright. Nice. We got some moving around to do, but that's okay. This is so far okay. I'm gonna put something right here. We go straight down. Maybe like that. We'll see how that works. Wow. Alright, so Tiffy's harvesting hay grass. Let's see if that's what she should be doing. If that's what we expected. So yeah, there's no wardening, there's no cooking. No cooking to do. No, plenty of food. Well over 100. Okay. There we go, let's see if this works. Why are you doing that? Why are you bringing it anywhere? Hauling it because I don't have the shelves made yet. Okay, that's fine. Gotcha. So, like, should my meat freezer use sterile tiles? I don't think it's necessary. Let's see, I guess the kitchen will make sterile, right? I guess that's what we want to do. Sure, whatever. Does this matter for cleanliness? Cleaning time multiplier 80%. This is much easier to make, so maybe we'll just do flagstone in here. Slate flagstone. Remember, we do marble under every door. That's just kind of become a thing for some reason. I mean, except outside doors. I guess that's fine. Wow, I'm very surprised at how quickly they actually built this, because they were totally dedicated to it. 6% energy. So he's gonna go rest soon, or recharge. Come on, Reg. I need you to finish this wall. Okay. While they're doing that, let's manage the area for the animal pen. We're going to expand it to say that they can go here. Even though they can't yet, they will be able to. Yeah, that'll work fine. And they're all assigned, I think? Yeah, that's what I was worried about. The elephants. Those are really the only ones that I need to assign. Otherwise, they're normally in the animal pen by the pen marker. So just main pen. Come on. Almost done. Once this gets done, we're going to be smooth sailing. Major break risk for who? Howie, as always. This is one door and we're good. We can deconstruct this fence. Monument completed. Pods arrived. Togar Zansom. Persona Zeus Hammer. So this is, I'm going to read it again. I read it last episode, but I'm going to read it again. A warhammer with an embedded EMP capacitor. Upon impact, it blasts the target with an EMP burst in addition to the physical damage. This weapon has an onboard persona that can bond to only a single person. The wielder, an intelligent weapon, can synchronize their reflexes and attack with frightening speed, accuracy, and creativity. Once bonded to a wielder, the weapon's persona will refuse to be wielded by anyone else. I'm going to give this to Kate. She's a vampire. She's going to go crazy with it. She has a burning passion for melee, and she's already level 17. What I ultimately want to do is outfit her with like really good armor so that she can go in and just go nuts. So she's going to go ahead and equip that. Okay. It will increase her mood as well. She's normally okay though, but I don't want to have to worry about her either. Persona bond. There we go. Kate has established a bond with the persona of Togar Zansom. From now on, they will refuse to be wielded by anyone except Kate. Okay. Calming thoughts. This gives her a +3 mood. Great. That's going to be a huge buff because her Steel Gladius was 7.52. This is, I think, in the 15 range. Oh, 24 range. So this is 3 times better. Okay, where are we at? Is this done? It is. Okay, great. Time to deconstruct. Okay. Alright, next we need to do something quick here. We need to work on this shelf. Because they're carting away the meat. Let's see where he takes that one. He is. Okay, good, great. They're putting it where they should. Great, 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 great. Alright, fluff. We can make those later on, that's fine, but you know what? How about let's help these guys out. There they go. They're gonna come in here, they're gonna eat all this hay. All these dandelions. That's fine. That's what it's here for. Okay. Cool looking monument. This guy's busy. So I will say that the Constructoids initially, as you know, all the mechs annoyed me. Because I was like, what are we doing? It's not worth it. But they're really good, I would say, lifting, planting, cleaning. I only have 2. I mean, this whole big base, I only have 2. We should probably talk about that. I only have 2 clean sweepers for this whole big base, and we're totally fine. We're fine with that. I only have 2 Constructoids also, and we're fine with that, with some supplemental from the colonists. But I have 5 lifters, and I feel like I need more. I have 4 Agrahans, and I feel like I need a couple more. Speaking of which, yeah, it still says 21 hours here. So I'm not sure what to do with this thing. Let's delete it. Yep, that worked. Okay. Agrahan. Do we want another Agrahan or another lifter? Let's make a Another aggro hand. They seem to be getting behind a little bit. Dayesh, that's all you. Okay, this is all slate, so it should actually be something that is able to be made a little bit easier. Now this constructor is working over here. We should probably name our mechs, but we're not going to do that right now. You know what we do want to do? Make everybody a little bit happier. Let's get people wearing their color, their favorite color. Howie the Gray Man. Apparel. You like your favorite color? Ah, okay, so I see the Tinctoria is there. It really should be right next to it. This is the stuff that I need to watch. Zone, stockpile zone, right here. We're gonna make Tinctoria. What's it called? Do I not know the name of this? Oh, it's just called dye. After it's harvested, it's called dye. Okay. We will make it preferred. And now they won't have to walk all the way over here to get it. This is kind of, I want this to be like overflow. You know, same thing actually for this. I'll convert this to shelves at some point. You know what? Why not now? While we're waiting. Shelves. Where's shelves? Small wooden shelf. I'm not concerned about making it pretty or anything like that at all. I will make it right here. I'm going to say dye. Goes there. It's preferred, and the name of it is dye. Or styling station. Is this a styling station? Yeah, styling station. Okay, this is a tailor bench. Same kind of situation. Tailor bench. Cotton. Oh, I think it's labeled as cloth. Okay. What other textiles do we maybe need? Cloth and devil strand, really, is the only thing that we want there. I'm not going to make it a dual shelf. I'm going to make it two separate shelves. Alright, I'm going to say cloth is right there. Devil strand is right there. Howie, didn't you just get a buff for wearing your favorite color +1? Isn't that enough for you? Okay, what are we doing over here? We're gonna do... Filling station. Reg, what's your favorite color? I think it's this purple, isn't it? Yeah. That's Devil Strand for Tailor Bench. This is cotton, cloth. Tailor Bench. There we go. I'll do the same over here some other time. There's a lot going on in here. I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to anyway. It's been pretty peaceful. How are we doing with food? Nutrition stockpile. Okay, we're good. Oh, the sterile tile's taking a bit. Yeah, that's right. I remember it takes a lot of work to do. Alright. How are we doing with our coloring here? Fluff? You need to make one more duster, 3 lab coats, and a few sashes. And some cowboy hats. I forgot to label that as count equipped. So I'm looking, it says I only have 2 cowboy hats, and I see 4 people wearing cowboy hats. 5 people wearing cowboy hats. Oh, I forgot to count this as equipped as well. My mistake. Alright, that should lighten the load a little bit for her. She only has to make 1 duster, which she's about done with, and then 3 cowboy hats. Mad Boomilope. Some sort of a psychic wave has swept over the landscape. Your colonists are okay, but it seems many of the Boomilopes in the area have been driven insane. I did say that there was a little bit of peace, right? I did say that. And I said I shouldn't say that. And I did say that. Let's get some sniper rifles going and want to play around here. That should be okay. Now they should come up and to the right. There's 4 of them. Yeah, they're gonna get hit by the turrets. I know that. But I need to get my militars in the line of fire, so that my other people don't get hurt. It's alright. Something's gonna get blown up, I know it. That's okay. It's fine, we expected that. Wait. Okay. Kate, you almost walked into right into that. Okay. The boomalopes make me rethink the wooden spike traps, but I'm not going to worry about that. It's a lot of meat. This is working out really well. Alright, let's review. We're in the midst of building some limestone pathways. We didn't find out what was going on with Howie. In fact, we did 2 invasive surgeries on him. It doesn't look like anything is happening with him at all. We're working on the pathways, like I said. We have our different grow zones are defined. We have some cotton, devil strand, and so on. Our barn is complete. We just need to deconstruct some wood that's inside, but our animals are currently going to be safe. I'm in the midst of building coolers for them. And so once that's done, I'll be able to temperature control this barn, but I'm probably not going to do that unless I really need to. The kitchen and the butchering area is nearly done. Just need some walls. We made a monument here, and that also gave Kate this awesome weapon that does like 25 DPS, which is really high. And our kill zone is actually working. It's containing them. The last 2 boomalope attacks came exactly where we thought they would. And we just need a little bit more power. So we need more solar batteries, solar panels, I should say. And that's what we're going to work on next episode. Solar panels, finishing our barn area over here, and where we're going to feed them, which should be in here. They're currently eating all the dandelions, which is fine, that's what it's for. And then, as I've been saying, we need to try to convert people over to Waving Greed, try to make people happy. We're also trying to make things a little more efficient. So if you haven't been watching the whole episode, I'll just say I've been making shelves at different places to make things more efficient, and I did that over here. Hard to see with the overlay. But I was able to define that I want meat here, I want it to be preferred, I want them to deliver it here instead of to our main freezer. And I'm doing the same thing where, like, next to the styling station, I made it that there's going to be dye that gets delivered here. So when somebody wants to use the styling station, they don't have to walk here to get the dye, they just go right here. Same thing for cloth and devil strand. So whoever's doing the crafting, they can just do it right here. You can just grab it from right there. And that's where I'm going to leave it for this episode. Join me next time when we finish up a lot of what we were talking about here. We'll have then a very, very steady food supply of meat. And we're going to start to turn our focus towards stockpiling steel, doing some calculations to build our ship right here so we can escape this planet. Be sure to follow and subscribe for more inane babblings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.